Hi guys, welcome back to my amazing kitchen. My name is Abba. Today we are cooking some slimy goodness. We are making some delicious okra stew. So come along and let's get right into it. As always, all the ingredients will be listed down below, but let me take you through a few. I have my chopped garden eggs, chopped tomatoes, diced onions, some smoked chicken breast. I've got my crab, my salted cod fish in place of momone or kako, and I have my goat's meat. I have my okra which I have already chopped and some aromatics I'm going to blend. And there are some onions, slices of ginger, some green chilies, aniseed, cloves, and some coriander seeds. But of course, you can use any seasoning, herbs, spices that you prefer. So I have blended this mixture and I'm going to use half to season my meat and half for the stew. To cut down on my cooking time, I'm going to be using my multi-cook to pressure cook my goat's meat, and this will be done in just about 15 to 20 minutes. If I do this on the stove top, it's going to take me over an hour. So I'm adding half of my blended mixture to my goat meat and I added salt. Mix everything together and add a little bit of water. I'm now going to transfer this to my multi-cook and move on to my okra. So in my pot over here, I'm going to add my chopped okra and my garden eggs. I like my okra chunky, so that's how I cut it, but feel free to cut yours or even blend it in any way that you like. Add enough water and some salt to your taste. Give it a quick mix and transfer this to your stove. I don't want to make it too watery, so I added just a little bit of water. At this point, I realized it needed more, so I added just a little bit more, enough to loosen up the okra. So now that our okra and our meats are cooking, let's start with the making of our base for the stew. So in this pot, I'm adding some palm oil, about half a cup. And since I don't really like palm oil that we get over here, I'm using half a cup of vegetable oil as well. Now heat up your oil and add your diced onion to it. So since palm oil over here doesn't taste as nice as it would back home, I'm going to take my time and fry my onions and then add my salted codfish to it. You may replace this with momone or kako or any fermented fish that you may have. Now I'm going to fry this for about 3 to 5 minutes until the oil takes on the flavors of the onion and the salted codfish. Now in goes the remaining of our blended mixture, and I'm going to fry this on a medium for about 5 minutes also and then add our chopped tomatoes. In this recipe, I'm using just 2 fresh tomatoes which I have diced because the acidity in the tomatoes is an enmity to the viscosity of the okra. So if you really enjoy slimy okra soup, you want to cut down on the amount of tomatoes you use. In the meantime, our goat's meat is perfectly cooked, and so I have taken some of the bones out and left most of the meat, and I have added this to our tomato base. You have to make sure that you cook out your tomato base really well before adding your meat. Now in goes our smoked chicken breast so that the base can soak up all the smokiness from the chicken breast. Now allow this to cook on low for about 5 minutes and then add your seasoning. I'm using my homemade seasoning blend and some shrimp powder. Give this a quick stir and allow this to cook down some more. And for extra flavor, I also added a little bit of the stock from the goat meat. On this channel, we don't use any artificial flavorings or additives in our food. We like to keep it natural and as simple as possible. At this point, our stew base is almost done, so I'm going to add my crab and allow that to cook as well. In the meantime, I'm going to check on my okro. At this point, I can tell that my okra is cooked, but the garden eggs needs just a little bit of time. So I'm going to allow this to cook for an extra 5 minutes, and then we will be getting ready to finish our stew. So I come back to check on our stew, and I can tell that it has cooked down beautifully. The flavors are intensified, but you want to taste it again and adjust your seasoning if necessary. If you are good with the taste of your stew at this point, just go ahead and add your cooked garden eggs and okra to your base. Now go ahead and stir gently until everything is well combined. Allow everything to cook together for an extra 2 minutes and your okra stew is ready. The okra is already cooked, so you don't want to overcook it. You just want the base and the okra to marry each other for some few minutes. That's all. Now, all you have to do is to make your banku or your gari or your semolina ready to enjoy this slimy goodness. If you really enjoy slimy okra soup or okra stew like I do, then this recipe is definitely for you. If you made it this far into the video, I want to say a very big thank you to you for sticking around with me on this journey. Please don't forget to give me a like, to share, and to subscribe and become part of this amazing family. And to my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you to you also for coming back always to support me on this journey. So until I come your way next time with another amazingly delicious recipe, remember that cooking should always be fun and exciting. So make this okra stew with love and see it radiate through the hearts of your family. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye!